Hi everyone, welcome to Skill Questers Hub. In this video, we will explore magic commands in Jupyter Notebook. Magic commands are built-in commands that provide additional functionality beyond the normal Python commands. So the magic commands are prefixed with single percentage or double percentage. Let's explore the command %prun. So %prun is a magic command used to profile Python code execution. It is useful for optimizing the Python code and for debugging performance issues. So this is the code. So we have the magic command %prun and then the code, which is sum range of 100,000. Okay, so this gives the sum and range of 100,000. So we are going to check the profile of this Python code. Okay, so to check the performance of this code, we can run the magic command %prun with the code. So let's run this command, pressing Shift Enter to run it. Okay, so this gives the output 4 function calls and it took 0.004 seconds. And we can see the functions that were called to execute this particular piece of code. And we can see the total time and the cumulative time. Okay, so using this metric, we can understand the performance of a particular piece of code, and we can use this information to optimize the code. Okay, so next let's explore the magic command %load extension. So the magic command %load ext is used to load IPython extensions. Extensions add extra functionality to Notebook. So one such extension is autoreload. So we will add the extension autoreload to this notebook. So let's run the command %load extension autoreload. Okay. So now we have added the extension autoreload. Next, let's explore the command %autoreload. So %autoreload is a magic command which automatically reloads imported modules. Okay, so the modules that are imported get automatically reloaded, which means if there is an update within the imported modules, that is reflected here when we re-execute the code without restarting the kernel or the notebook. Okay, so let's see that with an example. So this is the code %autoreload, which is used to configure this extension autoreload. Okay, so before we configure that, let's see an example code, how it works without enabling the auto reload. Okay, so this is a code %writefile helper.py, and below we have the code. So this magic command writefile creates the file helper.py and adds the below lines of code into the file helper.py. Okay, so let's run this command and we get the output writing helper.py. So this means the file helper.py is created and these two lines are added. Okay, let's also run the below line of code, which is importing the module helper, and we are calling the function helper.greet, which is within this module. So let's run it. So this gives the output of the print statement, which is version 1. So let's also open the file helper.py. Okay, we have it here. Okay, so this is the file helper.py, and inside this we have a function greet, which has the print statement version 1. Okay, so now we have this example file. So without configuring the auto reload, let me change the contents of this file. I'm changing the version from 1 to 2. Okay, and I'm saving it. Control S to save it. Now let me rerun this line of code, which calls the greet function. So I'm rerunning it. So, but this still gives the output version 1. though we have changed the content to version 2. Okay, so if auto reload is enabled, the module helper would have been automatically reloaded. Okay, so since auto reload is not configured here, the helper module is not updated. Okay, so let's configure the auto reload. So auto reload 2 is for reloading all the modules. So let me run this. Okay, so now we have configured it. Now let's run the helper.create code. Okay, so now this prints the correct version 2. Okay, so now the updated output version 2 is being printed here. So this is because of the auto reload magic command. Okay, so once we have configured the auto reload, the module helper which we had created is being automatically reloaded. Okay, next let's explore the command %reload extension. So %reload extension is a magic command which reloads an already loaded extension. Okay, if we need to reload an extension which was already loaded, we can use the command reload extension and the extension name. So let's run this command. So now the auto reload extension is reloaded. Next, let's explore the command %sx. So %sx is a magic command which executes shell commands and stores the output. And the output is returned as a Python list. Okay, so let's execute the magic command %sx. So here we are creating a variable files and assigning the output of the command %sx for the shell command dir. So this is the command. We are saving that output into the files variable. So let's run this command. Okay. So now if you run the variable files, it will give the output of dir in a list format. Okay, let me run this. So here you can see it lists all the directories and files in the current folder. So this is what the dir command does. So same output is shown here and it is in a list format. Next, let us see the command %writefile. Okay, so %writefile, as we have already seen, is a magic command which writes the cell contents into a file. So it creates a file if it doesn't exist, or if the file is already existing, it will override that existing file. Okay, so this is useful for creating Python files and adding the content to it directly from the notebook. Okay, so let's see the code. %writefile demo.py. So we are creating the file demo.py and adding the below line of code print hello into the file. Okay, so let's run this. So it gives the output writing demo.py. Okay, so this has created the file demo.py and add the below line of code to it. So let's check that. So let's go to the current folder. Okay, so here we can see the file demo.py. Let's open it. So the file is created and within this we have the code statement print hello. Okay, so this is what we had added. Next, let us see the magic command %bash. So %bash is a magic command which runs the entire cell as a bash script. But on Windows system, %bash is usually not supported because bash is not installed by default. So instead, Windows uses command prompt, CMD or PowerShell. So in Windows, we use the exclamatory mark for executing system commands instead of the bash command. So let's see the command. So it's echo, hello, cd. So these are shell commands. Okay, so to execute these commands, we need to add the exclamatory mark before these commands. Okay, so without the exclamatory mark, it will give error. So first let me remove this and let me run this. Shift enter. Okay, so it gives the error that echo hello is an invalid syntax. So now let me add the exclamatory mark again. Now let me run it. Okay, so now you see the output. This behaves similar to the echo statement in shell commands. So we get the output hello, and for cd, we get the current directory listed. Okay, so to run a shell command inside Jupyter Notebook, we need to add the exclamatory mark before the command. Next, let us see the command %%HTML. So %%HTML is a cell magic command that renders HTML content directly in the notebook. Okay, and this is useful for displaying formatted text and web elements. This supports HTML and CSS. Okay, so let's explore the command %%HTML here. So here we have the magic command %%HTML, and below that we have the HTML statement, which is the heading tag h1. Okay, so if we run this, the line that we have within h1, hello Jupyter, will be rendered as a HTML content. Okay, so let's run this. Okay, now you can see hello Jupyter in a heading format. Okay, so the h1 tag, which is a HTML content, is directly rendered in the notebook. So to do this, you can use the command %%HTML. Next, let us see the magic command %%capture. So %% is a magic command that captures cell output silently. Okay, so this is useful for hiding unnecessary outputs or logs. So instead of showing the output when we run the command, it captures it and we can access it later on. Okay, so let's see that in action. So %% capture, we are creating a variable output and we are adding the below line, which is a print statement. So if I run this cell, let me run it. So we don't get any output. But in the background, what happens is the line print hidden output is stored into the output variable. Okay, and later on you can access this output variable using the command output.stdout. Okay, let me run this. So now you can see the print statement which was stored within. Next, let us see the command %latex. So %latex is a magic command that renders latex equations and expressions. Okay, this is useful for mathematical documentation and formulas. Supports scientific notation and equation formatting. Okay, so let's see that in action. So we have the command %latex, and below that we have the line. So this is a latex command which is used to display the latex equation. So here we are going to display the equation a by b. Okay, a fraction a by b. So to display this is how we need to write it. Okay, so this backward slash and square bracket and backward slash and close square bracket should be added before and after the statement that we are going to write, or we can also add a dollar symbol. Okay, and then to get a fraction we need to write frac ab within the curly brackets. So this is how we need to write for the latex equation a by b. So let me run this. So this gives the output a by b. So here in the equation a by b, we have used the backward slash and square bracket for the equation. We can also use dollar sign. So we'll see that in the next latex equation. So equal to mc square. So here we are adding the command %latex, and below that we have the equation. Okay, we need to embed the equation with the dollar sign before and after, or with backslash and square bracket. Okay, so here we are going to use the $sign. We can use any one of it. Then write the equation E equal to mc square. So to get the square, the exponent, you need to add this symbol. Okay, so let's run this. So now we get the equation E is equal to mc square. So this is how you can use the latex magic command to render a latex equation or expression. I have also prepared a reference guide with the commands that we have explored in this video. You can also refer that. I will be sharing the link to this reference guide in the description. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel.